If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. I'm your host, the Innkeeper, and this is our live call and talk show all about the Wheel of Time. And we're back for a special episode this morning. Yes, today, as it says there right on the screen, we're going to be chatting with our special guest, which, honestly, why don't I just bring him in here? Without further ado, let me welcome to the Dusty Wheel, Animashaun. Thank you so much for being here, man. It's awesome to see you again.
Oh, man, thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. By the way, thank you again for being part of Wheel of Time Idol last week. That was so much fun.
It was such great fun. Every finalist was just amazing. Like, I had to leave early, but I watched the whole thing, and
Awesome.
yeah, every single finalist was just incredible. The imagination, the creativity it was second to none. Yeah, I had such a great time. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, I can't wait. Like you made a post on social media. You were like cheers, or like to Watt Idol 2023, and I'm already hyped up for next year. I'm like, yes. Okay, I gotta ask you before we dig into some Loial questions. We're talking about Wheel of Time Idol. If you were to make a Wheel of Time song parody, is there a song that comes to mind, or is there a character that you would choose to parody?
See, I was thinking about this like when we were doing the show, and it would have to be. I don't know. So like, I was thinking maybe like Aerosmith.
Something Aerosmith. Okay.
I don't want to miss a thing, and I'll probably make a parody song about Lan.
Okay, I like it.
You know what? I might just enter and see what happens.
You need to right now. You've just this interview can just end right at this moment because all the fans are like, yes, like get to it. I can't wait. Like bring on 2023.
I might just enter anyway, see what happens.
Do it. I'm in. Okay, so let's jump to season 1. Man, you survived. That's according to Rafe. Loial survived into season 2. Congratulations. I mean, how happy were you to find out that Pat and Fane wasn't the end of Loial?
I was very happy, and it was an interesting thing when I read the script, and I was like, okay, so I guess I'm done. And then, but then it was that clarity of like, oh no, you're fine, and I was like, okay, that's cool. No, it's very happy to still be sticking around, and I think when the episode came out and the fan reaction, that was very funny. I wasn't really expecting that, but it was very funny, just to see the complete uproar.
Yeah.
Loial possibly not being in the series anymore, but anything is possible in the Wheel of Time.
I like how you're leaving it out there. Like, that doesn't mean Loial always survives. I love it. I mean, it did not shock any of the fans, nor did it shock me about the uproar, because Loial's a beloved character, and there are going to be, for Rafe out there, and he knows this as a fan of the books, there's going to be some people that, if they ever die, fandom, I don't know if fandom will ever forgive him. So, but I mean, it sounds like in the script, when you read season 1, episode 8, the script, it wasn't totally clear that you didn't die. Did you have to go to Rafe and be like, hey, wait a second, what's going on here?
No, there was I kind of there was a lot of I kind of worked it out. Okay. That I was probably sticking around, but it's always good to get some clarity from the boss man. So, but it was all good. It's all good. But like I said, there's, anything can happen. The wheel's always turning. So.
I love it that you said that again. You got people now. You got fans like, what does
people,
that mean?
Are people really losing this? Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, they're gonna. It's. I think I saw.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's all part of my plan. It's all part of my plan this morning. So.
I love it. Okay, so I asked some of your co-stars this question at the end of season 1, which was like, give me 3 words that describe where they're at the end of season 1. How about 3 words? Describe with 3 words where Loial's at, just in a mindset at the beginning of season 2.
3 words. Determination, hope, and determination, hope, and release.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there you go. To fans, determination, hope, and release. Go theorize about what that means. And while you theorize about that, give me from season 1 favorite scene that even if it was a scene that was cut, but did you have a favorite scene from that last season?
My favorite scene was actually one of the first scenes I shot was and that was the library scene. It was one of the first scenes I shot. It was my first time officially in full Loial costume, and seeing Yasha in full costume and being in the library, and it was very emotional for me, because this is, for me, in terms of my career, is probably one of the biggest things I've ever done. And to be on that set and to see everybody working so hard, and to be working alongside some amazing people, and to shoot that scene, which is such a beautiful scene, so beautifully written, and it's just, I think that's probably my favorite scene out of season 1 for me.
Yeah,
and selfishly, my own scene, but
that's okay.
It was really fun to do.
Yeah, it is. Again, and it felt very much. I mean, for book fans, it felt very much like out of the book, right? The idea of that moment when Rand and Loial meet, I think, was something special that book fans were hoping for. So yeah, it was really cool that we got that scene. I loved that. Now, you said from season 1. Do you already have favorite Loial scenes from season 2 in mind?
Oh yeah, there's so many. There's like season 2 is fun.
I like it. I like that you're having trouble containing the excitement of season 2.
It's hard not to be excited. I'm just as excited as you guys. you know, and it's going to be something special, I think.
Good. Yeah, I know how excited fans are to see. I mean, if we think about the books, The Eye of the World is a good book, but I know Great Hunt, Dragon Reborn, the books that follow are some of the favorites that fans have. And I know you mentioned that you had read The Eye of the World, I believe.
I have read
Now,
that.
have you gone any further, or did you decide to stop right there with kind of your reading and just kind of enjoy the journey from, the television, the series itself, without reading anymore?
Yeah, so I think for the cast, maybe apart from a few of us, we just didn't want to spoil it for ourselves. So we're kind of just taking it 2 books at a time. So I'm currently on The Great Hunt. And I'm trying, yeah, so it's just like not trying to like spoil it for myself. I mean, when I first got the part of Loial, I needed to know exactly who I was playing. So obviously, of course, I researched the series and I researched the character itself. And there were some things that I read and I was like, oh no, not yet. But so I kind of spoiled it for myself already. Some bits, but yeah, I'm trying not to go too far ahead. I know Yosha's like read the whole series now.
Is he done? Yeah, because I knew he had been at like the Gathering Storm or something. So
yeah, I think he's done that. But possibly, and definitely Rosamund as well. I think she's finished it. But yeah, I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself.
yeah, no, it makes sense. I wouldn't be. You obviously know the part that of the books where Loial's always carrying books with him, and I know you get asked this question a lot.
Yes.
But I can't leave this interview without asking you: do you have any books in your pockets these days? Are you carrying any around?
I wish I did. I don't have any books right now. All my books are in my bags.
So yeah, I mean, but I don't expect you to actually have books in your pockets. But do you have like a favorite? Is there a favorite book, either from childhood or just something that whether or not it's this genre or not, that comes to mind when people ask you that?
I have a favorite play, and
Okay.
that's A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And I have the entire works of Shakespeare, including his sonnets and everything. And yeah, I'm a big fan of Shakespeare. So if there was a book small enough to hold his entire works, I'll probably carry that around with me. But it's a pretty big book, so and it weighs a ton. So but yeah,
there's some fan right now going, okay, I'm gonna try to make that.
If you can make that, there's ratings.
That's the book that would be in your pocket. I like it. I know how much fans adored that performance of you in A Midsummer Night's Dream. Are there, out of all the great Shakespearean roles out there, is there another role that you like would die just to play?
Oh man, I'd love to play. I think about this all the time, but there's so many characters. I mean, I'd love to play King Lear when I'm a bit older. When I'm a bit older, I'd love to play King Lear. Iago is another one I'd love to play. Benedict in Much Ado. Yeah, I think the big one is King Lear for me. I'm a bit older. I'd love to play that one.
Well, I can't wait. I know how much people love your performance of Bottom. I watched. It was amazing. It was amazing. You did an amazing job. Yeah. Now, digging back into the books, is there another role, like you're obviously playing Loial, is there another role that you if you couldn't play Loial from the books that you would maybe like to play?
I really Matt.
Yeah. What is it about Matt that beyond Loial, that captivates you?
I feel like Matt's kind of like my vibe. Just like the sneaky, cheeky, funny, sarcastic. I love that sort of vibe. I feel like me and him would be good friends in real life because we are forever like just hustling. And he's just like, I feel like Matt is a proper hustler.
I love it. Yeah. I think you will find a lot of other fans feel that way. It depends on when fans like Matt in certain parts of the series, if you will, more so than others. But there is a lot of love for that character. Now you're bringing up you bring up the kind of cheekiness of Matt and maybe yourself. Is there like a behind the scenes kind of prank you've ever played on the set here at the Wheel of Time that you want to share with us? Are you a prankster or not?
No, I don't think I'm the prankster. I feel like Marcus is more the prankster. But what I like to do is when I'm in like full costume, it's quite tricky to I guess move about and stuff because I'm carrying so much weight and stuff. So
Yeah.
when I'm not filming or whenever I'm on a break or waiting for something, I kind of sit completely still. So I'm just reserving energy. But I think sometimes people forget and they might think I'm maybe like a mannequin or a statue. And I'll be like, put an arm on me or something. And I'll be like, huh. And there's this huge person with like huge hands and feet and just jumping at people. But there's loads of stuff. Like I think we all get on so well. And we always try to have fun whenever we can. When we're filming, when we're not, and it's just, it's a proper family, not just the cast, but the crew as well. Like everyone is just so tight and we all get on so well. And it's been, the past few years have been tricky for everybody in terms of the pandemic and everything. But I feel like it's just brought us closer together. And season 2, if I could say anything about season 2, I can say that a lot of love has gone into season 2 and a lot of passion and dedication have gone into season 2, just like season 1. But I feel like, we're leveling up this time. I really do. And it's just bigger and better. And it's epic, man. It's awesome. Honestly, I think it's a good one.
Yeah, we can't wait. Honestly, whenever it comes, we know that hasn't been specified yet, but we can't wait till season 2 happens and drops. I know there's that kind of lull between seasons, but I can start to feel a little bit like, okay, as principal photography ends, hopefully we'll start to hear some news from it, if you will. Now, jumping back to that costume you're wearing, is there a favorite part of the costume? I know there's so many pieces to it, but is there a part that you're just like, that you see always and it just makes you laugh, or something you love most about it?
A favorite part? That's such a difficult question. I think maybe the hands. The hands probably my favorite because they're just so well done. I mean, the MUFX team have done such an amazing job putting these pieces together to make them look so realistic, but also to make them easier for me to move around and to perform in, because it's such a detailed and intricate costume. There's a lot that goes into it, but like it does take a lot of time and effort, and when when the end result is just so beautiful. And I think maybe the hands are the most favorite because they're just like 5 times bigger than my own. Season one, the hands looked incredible, but they weighed so much, and it was just like working for like long hours. After a while, it tends to get a bit difficult. So they've like proper streamlined my costume in season 2, and now everything is just much more lighter, so I can do a lot more things. And it's fun. It's fun. My costume is very fun.
I mean, one of the parts that maybe isn't part of your costume itself, but it is part of your portrayal of the character, is your voice. And I know how much fans, including myself, loved the voice side of Loial. That really brought it out. Do you ever like pull that voice out and like with friends buying groceries? Does it ever come out of you at other times that you're not on set?
No.
You don't ever just use it randomly, like play Loial?
No, that would be a bit weird. No.
Yeah. That would be.
I mean, it takes me like myself and Naomi Todd, who's the dialect coach on the show. We warm up. So I have to warm up before every shoot day, because doing it for hours and hours, I need to make sure that my voice is prepped and everything is ready. So yeah, to try and like prank call the pizza place or whatever, I'd have to warm up for about half an hour before I can actually do it. So no, I try not to. I got to save my voice on that.
I like some pizza. Yeah, some pizza prank. I love it.
Maybe I might do it just for bands. I might just do it anyway.
Now I want. If you do it, I want to hear about it.
You'd be the first to know about it.
Excellent. You mentioned that your little brother reached out about wanting to read the books. Did you have family or friends end up picking up the books and end up reading them? Yeah,
some like my fiance is reading them, and her family. My brother's just obsessed with it now. He would my little brother, he would call me like random times, and he would just be telling me about things that I have no idea about. So he probably knows more about the Wheel of Time than I do. And then he's like, he watched the season and he gave me like his critiques and everything. And he was like, episode 1 or episode 2, I didn't really like this bit, but this bit was really good. And I was like, all right, I'm glad you liked it. He's just like, he's such a bookworm. So he was like, I think, I don't know what book he's on, but he's very far along. But one of my closest friends, he read the entire series in 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
He read the whole series in 2 weeks. And then he would call me and he would be like, so he read the books first and watched the series. And then he would tell me his critiques and what he enjoyed and what he didn't enjoy. And I'm like, listen, I'm just a vessel. I'm just I mean, you can tell me how much you like and dislike something, and that's great, but I'm only the vessel. But it's just it's really interesting when like all my friends and family, how much they've just like immersed themselves in the series. It like sort of like found their way into the fandom. I think my brother's created his own like little community with his friends. So it's just really fun and it's just really amazing. So I get to talk to him and his friends about it, and they're always asked, like my brother's texting me every day about season 2. And like, I'm like, I can't tell you nothing. I'm not telling you anything. You just have to wait like everyone else. But no, it's really fun. It's really fun. And my mum as well, she's not the biggest fantasy fan, but she like sat down and watched the series with my brothers. And again, she was just like she was really shocked actually. Like she couldn't really see me in the whole Loial. So she would call me and be like, I can't see you. And I'm like, I know, Mum, because I've got makeup on, so don't worry. But yeah,
that's awesome.
Everyone's just really supportive, my friends and family.
I love that it's been a family affair. I know we have probably one more question here. We have to let you go, but I am curious, kind of stepping away from the Wheel of Time itself. Like, I know you got started on the stage. How did you ever get into acting? Like, what was it that drove you to be an actor?
It was making my mum laugh in our little apartment when I was a little kid, and just like doing performances for my mum, and my mum just like bursting out laughing. I really enjoyed that feeling of making people laugh, and then sort of taking that into school and be like sort of being the class clown and trying to make my friends laugh in school. And my drama teacher, Miss Servi, in school, she told me that I could, make this into a career. And I laughed at first. I was like, there's no way anyone would hire someone like me as an actor. No one would ever trust me to be an actor. But she was just super supportive. And for years, she was just telling me, you could be an actor, you could be an actor. And I never really listened to it because I had doubts within myself or whatever. Yeah. But she was just incredibly supportive. And then when I got to my teens and I think it was 16, she helped me like find an agent, and who I'm like with today. I'm still with today. So almost like 15 years now. I've been with my agent, and still to this day, she comes to all my shows, all my plays. She's watched the series. It's just like, it was just a constant support from my teachers, but also my family and my friends. But the stage is where I was kind of like born into. It was just one of those things where I just loved making people laugh. And then when I was given the opportunity to actually step onto stage, it felt completely normal to me. And I was like, oh, this is what I should be doing. And I've tried so many different things. I've, worked in a call center, I've worked in the office, I've, worked in a bar, I've been a bouncer, sort of. And it's just like, I've done so many things. And having the opportunity but stepping onto stage and feeling the reaction and the feelings from the audience is always something that's really fed me spiritually, emotionally. And I was just like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be an actor. Because to be honest, I can't do anything else. So it just made complete sense to me. So I've just really worked my butt off to just, be the best actor that I could possibly be.
Yeah.
I didn't go to drama school or anything like that. So I basically just learned on the job. And and that's kind of where I started, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm still learning on the job. I'm still, figuring things out like everyone else is. But I'm having a good time doing it because it's what I'm supposed to be doing. So.
Well, I'm glad you stuck with it and are loving it. I'm glad for all the support you've had. And I know how much fans have loved that you are the person that was chosen to play Loial, honestly, the most beloved character in the Wheel of Time. I mean, some people might say Bella is, but I would say Loial is the most beloved character in the Wheel of Time. So, so grateful that you've taken on this role and that you've brought Loial to us on screen. So, hey, thank you so much, Hamed, for being with us today and for sharing a little bit with us this morning. And I look forward to chatting about your favorite scenes from season 2 when you can talk about those. And, Can't wait to see what you guys are cooking up. I love that you said it's bigger and it's better. Can't wait, man. So thank you very much for being here. Okay.
Bless you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And for those of you, hopefully that you're watching this, hope you enjoyed that little insight into our discussion. And again, if you are curious what's going on for the Dusty Wheel coming up here, we will be at JordanCon here in a couple days. We'll be doing some live streams there. Taylor will be with me, and we'll be live from JordanCon. So keep a lookout here at the Dusty Wheel. And that's it, everybody. As we say around here, good morning from the Dusty Wheel, and smash to black.
Welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
You went right to kill it. Look at you. You're already. You're just done. I mean, this is like this is
really well.
Scenes.
And now I'm like, great, my turn.
And if you don't like that, and you want to say, well, Robert Jordan could have made the two rivers all white. He could have, but he didn't. So
Just complimented me on my dress, and as you can clearly see, I'm not wearing one.
I see Naomi as something along the lines of a Shida Haran analog.
It does make sense why it outlasted the breaking.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have Therese in the show, because she's going to correct everything that.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Dusty Wheel Show. What? Meme Off Challenge. Yay!
Curved, like baby face mounted on like a huge body. So like all of a sudden,
This is not just
like,
a traditional fantasy, right? There are sci-fi
And
elements.
just a moment
for those that
ago,
are kind of interested.
Rafe tweeted something. So let me get my guest in here with me. And
Probably, I would say, put in 70, 80% of the work. I got to be over the shoulder and be like, no,